Quince podcast.
A voice that has lent pehchan to female actors for at least 70 years. A voice that evokes reverence. A voice that the entire nation emotes with. For pain, for hurt, for longing and joy. There is a Lata Mangeshkar song for every mood. This melodious voice is no more with us. The Nightingale of India, Lata Mangeshkar, passed away at the age of 92 at the Breach Candy Hospital in Mumbai after contracting pneumonia and COVID-19. This podcast is a tribute to the legend. You're listening to the Big Story podcast on The Quint. I'm Fabiha Sayyed and I'll be hosting this special episode of this daily news podcast. There is so much to say about this music legend, yet somehow it's hard to find the right words to describe this melody queen and what she brought to the world of Indian music. But while speaking with us for this episode, lyricist and playback singer Swanand Kirkire said it aptly that Lata is a phenomena that is beyond genius.
Nothing goes beyond Lata Mangeshkar. Nothing goes beyond her talent, her hard work. Nothing goes beyond the parameters she has set, in terms of music.
Lata Mangeshkar began her career at the age of 13, and this is a well-known fact that in the span of her career, she recorded 50,000 songs in 14 different languages and holds a Guinness World Record for the same. But that's not why she is, as Mr. Kirkire puts, a phenomena beyond genius. What makes her a phenomena is that her music and her beautiful voice resonated with everybody all over India. Mr. Kirkire says that he never got the chance to meet her, yet she left this strong mark on him with her music.
मैं लता मंगेशकर से कभी मिल नहीं पाया क्योंकि उसके कोई भी रीजंस रहे होंगे. कभी मेरी बहुत मन था, लेकिन मुझे कभी भी, मैं उस तरह से कभी भी स्टार्स तक नहीं हूँ कि मुझे सिर्फ मिलने के लिए नहीं मिलना था. मेरा मन था कि मैं कभी कुछ काम कर पाऊँ उनके साथ. कभी एक कोई मौका लगे, जैसे मेरे फादर की बहुत इच्छा थी कि कभी कोई एक मौका लगे. मेरे से वो हमेशा कहते थे कि एक गाना वो गा दे तुम्हारा. मेरे गाने बहुत लोगों ने गाए हैं, बड़े बड़े सिंगर्स ने गाए हैं, तो उनका था कि एक गाना लता मंगेशकर गा दे. और मेरे भी मन में रहती थी बात कि एक गाना ऐसा हो जाए, कभी कुछ बात हो जाए. और इफ दैट हैपेंस, इट डिडंट हैपन, नेवर हैपेंड, बट दैट्स ओके, दैट डजंट मेक एनी सेंस. बट लता मंगेशकर वाज हमारी सबकी जिंदगियों का हिस्सा है. बचपन से हमारी लोरियां उनके गाने हैं. हम बड़े हुए उनके गाने सुन के. हमारी माताएं, बहनें, fathers, everybody was listening to her songs. And being a musical family and me being a musical person, every day there used to be discussions कि see with what ease she sings this. सिंगर के सिंगिंग में भी ना एक पोस्टिंग होती है. लोग कोई एक अच्छी जगह एक मुर्की लेते हैं या एक कोई चीज करते हैं, तो उसमें एक उनकी ये रहती है, बोस्ट रहता है कि देखो ये मैंने किया है. लता मंगेशकर की गाने में वो बोस्टिंग आपको कभी मिलेगी नहीं. इतनी आसानी से वो सारी चीजें कर जाती थी. एंड येट ऐसा लगता था ये गाना तो बहुत कोई नॉन सिंगर टाइप आदमी गा रहा है. ऐसा कभी लगता नहीं था कि कोई बहुत बड़ा सिंगर ये गाना गा रहा है. इतना इजी बना देती थी उस गाने को. लेकिन सुर ताल इसमें वो गाना इतना परफेक्ट हो जाता था कि लोग उन्हीं को मास्टर करते करते जान निकल जाती लोगों.
Speaking with The Quint, Sharmila Tagore says that Mangeshkar's iconic status is also because she was such an influential singer across generations. She sang songs for Shobna Samarth, her daughter Tanuja, and even her daughter Kajol.
So for so many decades, she's been singing from Madhubala to Kajol. In fact, she's sang for Kajol and then Tanuja and Shobna Samarth.
But what all and what else has Lata Mangeshkar been? What is it about her that Indians around the globe always keep her close to their hearts, and now when she's no more are mourning like they have lost a family elder? The answer is not just one, but many.
जहाँ चलेगा
28 September 1929 in Indore, Lata Mangeshkar was the eldest of the 5 children of Pandit Dinanath Mangeshkar, who was a huge theatre star. He was also a classical musician in Marathi and Konkani music. In fact, she was named after Latika, that's one of the characters in her father's play, Bhav Bandhan. Dinanath Mangeshkar died after a heart seizure, and Lata was only 13 years old at the time. Mangeshkar's family friend and studio owner, Master Vinayak, took great care of Lata and helped her get the auditions, projects, and eventually films. When Lata Mangeshkar moved to Bombay from Indore, she started her training in Hindustani classical music by Ustad Aman Ali Khan of the Bhindi Bazar Gharana. But कामयाबी तो तभी दूर दूर नहीं दिखी. She was rejected multiple times, as some filmmakers thought her voice is too thin and others felt that her singing is too nasal. But it was because of the well-known musician Ghulam Haider that Lata found a mentor in him, who even fought with one of the founders of the Filmistan studios, Sashadhar Mukherjee, when he rejected her. It is said that when Mukherjee rejected Lata, saying that her voice is too thin, it was Haider who snapped at him saying, एक दिन ऐसा आएगा जब इंडस्ट्री के बड़े बड़े डायरेक्टर्स और प्रोड्यूसर्स लता के आगे भीख मांगेंगे कि वो उनकी फिल्मों में गाना गा दे. And finally, when Lata landed her first solo hit, Haider's words came true. The song was Aayega Aane Wala from the film called Mahal, which was picturized on Madhubala. Writer Swanand Kirkire remembers Lata and says that her talent was beyond genius.
Nothing goes beyond Lata Mangeshkar. Nothing goes beyond her talent, her hard work. Nothing goes beyond the parameters she has set, in terms of music, especially in singing. Each and every song of hers, I've said this before and I say it everywhere, that each and every song of her is not even a textbook. It's just an institution. Like you can learn so many things. जैसे म्यूजिक जो चीजें होती है उसमें जैसे कहते हैं ताल सुर नाद, ये 3 चीजें होती है मेनली. रिदम होता है, नोट्स होते हैं, सुर होता है और ओवरऑल साउंड होता है. ये तीनों चीजों की जो परफेक्शन की बियॉन्ड जाने वाला जीनियस होता है ना, कि परफेक्शन इतना है कि वो इजी लगे, मतलब ऐसा लगा कि कोई भी कर सकता है. दैट इज लता मंगेशकर. दैट परफेक्शन से, जिस परफेक्शन से उन्होंने एक एक गाने को गाया, अगर आप उस गाने को बारीकी से सुनोगे तो आपको उसमें दिखाई देगा कि शी हैज एक्सप्लोर्ड every musical possibility which was seen or unseen to a common human mind. It's like उन्होंने ऐसी चीजें ढूंढ के निकाली है, ऐसी जगह ली है, इस तरह से हमको म्यूजिक की ग्रेटनेस दिखाई है, और एक ह्यूमन इतनी आसानी से क्या क्या अचीव कर सकता है. मतलब वही वो कहते हैं ना कि किसी ने कहा था, वो somebody was giving an example of somebody from Vivid Bharati used to say that एक ताजमहल और एक लता मंगेशकर. This is it, like you can spend your entire life deciphering, it's like one Shakespeare. सारी जिंदगी उसको खोल के पढ़ते रहिए और समझते रहिए कि उसने क्या क्या किया था.
But despite her immense talent, it is really her humility that made her greater. When faced with criticism, Lata Mangeshkar is known to have worked on her shortcomings instead of taking it to heart. There's an interesting story on this. Quoting from the book Lata in Her Own Voice, Conversations with Nasreen Muni Kabir, Dr. Rakshanda Jalil had written in her column for The Quint that sometime in 1947 or 1948, when Hindi cinema's most iconic actor Dilip Kumar was still not so well recognized as to get mobbed and could easily travel to work in Bombay's trains, one day the music director Anil Biswas, Dilip Kumar and Lata Mangeshkar found themselves traveling in the same train compartment. Dilip Kumar asked Anil Biswas about the young girl, to which he said she was a young singer who sang well. Dilip Kumar asked her name and where she was from. Biswas told the name and that she was from Maharashtra. Dilip Kumar's response was, but their Urdu pronunciation isn't correct, and in their singing you can smell dal bhat. Although Lata Mangeshkar confessed to being terribly hurt by his words, she also felt that it was important to know Urdu as a singer in the Hindi film industry and found merit in these harsh words. She then chose to do something about it. इस पूरे वाक़े के बाद लता जी के लिए एक उस्ताद रखे गए जिनका नाम था महबूब, और लता मंगेशकर का तलहफ़्फ़ुज़ ट्रेनिंग के बाद जितना परफेक्ट हो गया था वो उर्दू के नेटिव स्पीकर्स का भी शायद ना हो।
जुस्तजू क्या है दिले नादा, दिले नादा, आरज़ू क्या है, जुस्तजू क्या है।
Urdu ही नहीं, Lata Mangeshkar is known to have performed songs in many languages including Marathi, Hindi, Bengali and many other. लता जी की आवाज ने ना कोई लैंग्वेज बैरियर रखा, ना ही जनरेशन बैरियर. Listen to what Sharmila Tagore has to say about this.
I remember her song Aega, when Madhubala is on the swing. I still remember Aega Aane Wala. What a beautiful song that was. And that was in the mid-1940s. And so for so many decades she's been singing, from Madhubala to Kajol. In fact, she sang for Kajol and then Tanuja and Shobna Samarth.
And her last was Soha's Rang De Basanti.
Rang De Basanti. So you can imagine, she sang for me and she sang for Soha. So it's incredible. And my granddaughter, Soha's daughter, she loves listening to Chanda Hai Tu, Mera Suraj Hai Tu.
Lata Mangeshkar is a legend who not only changed but became the face and institution for the Hindi film music industry. Although the legend is no more, her voice remains with us. Most of us will have a handful of our favorite Lata Mangeshkar songs, which is Sharmila Tagore's favorite. She tells us.
Many songs. Anupama's Kuch Dil Ne Kaha, Kuch Bhi Nahi.
What a lovely
Pura
song.
Kaagaz. So it's many songs. Talash song. And what I really love is the song from Khamoshi. प्यार को प्यार ही रहने दो, कुछ नाम ना दो, हमने देखी है उन आँखों की महकती खुशबू. So that is Gulzar's words and her song. I think that is that's my favorite song.
हमने देखी है उन आँखों की महकती खुशबू, हाथ से छू के इसे रिश्तों का इल्जाम न दो, सिर्फ एहसास है ये रूह से महसूस करो, प्यार को प्यार ही रहने दो, कोई नाम न दो, हमने देखी है उन आँखों की महकती खुशबू, हाथ से छू के इसे रिश्तों का इल्जाम न दो, हमने देखी.
If you like listening to this episode, please subscribe to the Big Story playlist for episodic updates. We're live on Apple, Google Podcast, Spotify, JioSaavn, and most of the other popular podcast streaming platforms. For other podcasts, please log on to the Quint website and check out the podcast section. For any feedback, shoot an email to podcasts@thequint.com.
Thanks for listening. Log on to the Quint's website and check out our other podcasts.